All right, here's part 2. Welcome, everybody. My name is Aaron. I'm the Brick Scavenger. Part 1 was full of kind of okay Ninjago figs, one pretty good fig, actually one really good fig, and, you know, a bunch of like, yeah, kind of stuff. We paid $1.60-ish per fig on this, so the price point is really good. So you don't have to find like tons of home runs to kind of win at this, other than it's more fun to find home runs than find, you know, common stuff. So let's go treasure hunting, shall we? I'm forgetting her name, but this is the Armageddon dog walking lady. I forgot her name. There's a Zane. We have got a Wild Style. There's the Dimensions Witch from Wicked right there. That's a fun fun fig. He's riding a little scooter thing. That's fun. Some city fake. Oh my gosh. So we found fake Padme and fake Anakin in part 1. This must be fake Obi-Wan to cap off the episode 2 fakes. Look at the bright orange beard. That's not even a good fake. Oh my gosh. Some of these villagers can be pretty good for Minecraft. Got a Sonic right here. Here's an Ahsoka. Look at that. Nice. Oh, is it real? Let's make sure. I think it's real. Yeah, it's real. Nice. Okay, we got a Batgirl right here. She's missing her helmet and her hair, and we found that in part 1. Let's see. We got a snake. We got some friends right here. We got a Dalmatian. I think that's Harry Potter, dude. That's Grief, I think, from Mandalorian. We got Ninjago dudes all over the place. We might have to run a whole show just for Ninjago people. Let's see. We got a purple cape. Let's see, what else we got? A really fake-looking sock. Man, there's a decent number of fakes in here. So the fakes are killer, because every time you find a fake, that's $1.65. That's literally worth $0, right? Every time you find one of these, it may not be $1.65, but at least it's something, right? You can give this thing away. You might be able to sell it for $1, you know, something like that. So while it still hurts to find tons of city figs, it's not as devastating as a fake, which literally brings the average down dramatically, right? So that's something to keep in mind. The fakes can just be a killer. There's a Batman. Let's see. There's a interesting, I think it's a Lloyd. I don't know. That might be some, I don't know, Venom stuff or something. Let's see. Some friends. Even friends. So let's see. There's another Kai maybe. So even when you find a friend, right? Like everybody's like, yeah, never mind, doesn't matter. And you're right, but the reality is, so I paid $1.65 for this, and I can sell this for $1.25. So finding this thing is actually losing money, but it's not losing all the money, right? Because you can absolutely find buyers for friends. It's when you find the fake that it's like, just throw $1.65 out the window. Hopefully the next one is worth at least, $3.20 so that you can make up for it. That's what really kills you. Let's see. There's that old, wow, look at this. It's folded over. That's an old brown cape. This old brown cape, this one's a little folded. That old brown cape fetches $7 to $8 by itself. That's a nice find right there for sure. There is a bright blue Batman with a cape. More friends. Look at this hairpiece. Whoa, that's fun. That feels like it's probably Monkey Kid or King or Ninjago or something like that. Let's see. Some friends, some Star Wars. Hey, look at this. Where is your hat, buddy? That is the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz, Lego Movie 2 CMF series. That's a nice piece right there for sure. I've seen those go for $15-20 for sure. Let's see. Maybe this lady is the lady that needs this. Is that possible? That's a cool minifigure. I have no idea if it's valuable or not. I just don't know my Monkey Kid or my Ninjago well enough. But that's a cool fig, if nothing else. We'll have to look that one up. Hey, look at that. That is a Kylo Ren torso. But more commonly, I think recently, this has developed as an awesome fig or awesome torso for making castle knights. So this thing is an excellent seller because people will turn them into, really cool castle mocks. There's another one of these dudes. We were talking about these in part 1. So many Ninjago figs look awesome. They're fairly common, so they don't go for tons of money, but they are pretty fun looking. Look at that dude. I think he needs the, I don't see it immediately, but I feel like we saw one of those earlier. If I see it, I'll mention it. Let's see, we've got, I think that's the dude from Frozen. We got, oh, easy, Marilyn. Jeez. Listen, oh my God. Okay. Oh, wait, are you turned around? I think you're turned around. Marilyn Monroe Mickey here, or Minnie here. There you go. Now you're a little more, oh no, I think the skirt's kind of, oh yeah, the skirt's kind of torn up. That's too bad. Well, now she can be Marilyn Monroe. Never mind. We're just gonna leave that alone. Let's see. We've got some NBA stuff here. Some Kai. Lots of Ninjago stuff. I'm waiting for the day that it's a little easier to move Ninjago stuff on Whatnot, because right now it's kind of hard, which means you got to decide how to handle the. Look at that layout. That's a fun one. Let's see. You got to decide how to handle the Ninjago stuff, whether you're willing to take the time to put it on eBay, which is probably the best place to move Ninjago, or just sell it for sort of less than you can get, but move it quickly on, you know, Whatnot for cheap or whatever. Look at this fig with that hair. That thing is awesome. I don't know anything about that fig other than it's cool looking. What's this dude? Is this Animal Crossing or Fortnite or some other cool thing that I'm too old to do? I don't know. Maybe Animal Crossing? I don't know. Look at that fig though. That's cool. Let's see. Some more Ninjago. Is that Medusa under there? No. But that's a cool fig too. That may be a statue or something. Let's see. Some Ninjago. An old Stormtrooper. Look at that mustache right there. Nice. Let's see. Whoa, my gosh. Spiky. There is Stormtrooper helmet, I guess. Maybe a pilot of some kind. Whoa. That can be a nice piece. Those Snake General tails, generally speaking, are pretty expensive. There's a Lord Business. Where is your golf club, buddy? That's a fun one. Some friends in there. There's another one of these dudes. These, whatever these things are, I don't really know. Again, not walloping, kind of along the same lines as part one, where we're finding some cool stuff and we'll probably do okay on it. But this is not like, you know, time to retire stuff. You know, you're not finding a lot of vintage stuff that is going to sell for a ton of money. But it doesn't mean it's not fun. There's a Ninjago fig, another Ninjago fig. Let's see, look at that hair piece right there. That's cool. Let's see, what else do we got? I think that's a Harry Potter thing. More Ninjago. I got to stop buying Ninjago. Here's, maybe that's the hair piece that we were looking for before. That's a fun one. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at that, like, bowl thing. That's cool. I think that may be from an ideas set. A Yoda. That's an old Yoda there with the no print on the face. Is that Beast Boy? Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Beast Boy. I'm assuming it's missing something, but Beast Boy nonetheless. Hey, we were talking about elf hats earlier. We're going to probably steal that elf hat, but that's a cool piece right there. Here is the Daisy Duck with that skirt piece. That's fun. There's a crazy looking dinosaur head. Let's see. We got a panda bear, teddy bear thing. Let's see. You know, just some common stuff here. More Ninjago. Look at this dude. Holy cow. Maybe this is it. Maybe this one's good. Look at this dude. He's got one of those masks. Those Oni masks things. I'm assuming that one's pretty good because the Oni masks, generally speaking, are pretty expensive. I don't know on that one in particular. Is this a fake friend? Oh my gosh. Who is faking friends? I think that's a fake friend. Golly. It's one thing to fake like Star Wars figures, but why are you faking friends, for crying out loud? There is a Krusty the Clown. A couple of these purple dudes. Oh, I see a good one at the end. A couple of purple dudes right here. And look at this. E.T. Let's go. There's another Dimensions fig. There have been some good Dimensions figs in this between this and part one. E.T.'s a good fig as well. This was very much in line with part one. Hopefully figs like this are fairly expensive. And then you just kind of grind your way to some profit, but you don't find two figs that pay for the whole thing. That's sort of how that just went. Maybe part 3 has home runs in it. Maybe this is just one of those, one of those hauls where you just grind out some profit and have some fun giving some stuff away and then move on to the next one. We'll see. Tomorrow, we'll do part 3. Stick around. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.